Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Josh here from TheBitBlock, and I just wanted to do a little casual video here, hopefully pretty quick, and give you guys a massive, massive thank you for all of your amazing support on the first episode of Make Believe. I am so incredibly humbled and excited. You guys are you've blown my mind with all the incredible positivity and all the great feedback you guys have given me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am so excited to do more episodes, and hopefully you guys are excited to see them. But to make this video a little bit more interesting, I didn't want to just pop in here and say thanks, because that would kind of be a boring video. We're going to take a look at some of my older work that some of you probably have not seen, mainly because I really haven't shown it to a ton of people. What you're looking at right here is actually a thumbnail that I made for a video on this channel, where I discussed what Animal Crossing could be like on the Wii U. But the reason I'm showing you this is because you can see that originally, this was when I was still kind of working on episode 1, originally my idea was to have little individual blades of grass, little sprouts of grass. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to really work with that long enough, mainly because my computer is a hunk of junk and was not really capable of rendering that very quickly. So I came to the conclusion that if I was going to have this type of grass in the final video, it would have tripled the render time. So I really couldn't do that. So yeah. But anyways, moving on. This is actually some stuff that is really old. This is like 6 years old. Actually, yeah. This is pretty much almost exactly 6 years old. You can see in the middle there, that is the original concept that I had for the hot air balloon. The basket stayed the same, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the original model for the basket. The town hall in the top left corner actually made it into the final video, but it's all decked out for Christmas time. Oh, my Skype notifications are on here. I don't even really know that guy. Let's exit out of that. Very professional video here. Able Sister Shop, something you guys didn't see, but maybe I'll stick that in the background. Nook's Cranny, the museum. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys those. I'm going to move on here. So this is really old. Excuse me. Back when the original Nintendo DS Lite was shown, I came up with these concepts for a mostly touchscreen baseball game. So you can see from the left to the right there, the left system. You would click the bat, you'd touch the bat with your stylus, you'd pull it back, and then you would swipe upwards to hit the ball if you had good timing. And then the top screen is like a digital scoreboard. It's like a little virtual scoreboard. Shows you where the runners are, your strikes, ball, out, inning, all that good stuff. And so yeah, I thought that could have been a really fun thing. In fact, I have even more concept drawings here. To bunt, you would just grab the bat and slide it to the right to hold it. Then you could bunt. So this is about pitching. Now, we saw that's how you bat. Basically, you pull back to charge it up and you slice forward to hit. But with pitching, what you do is you can actually, it would measure how quickly you were swiping downwards. So if you wanted to, pitch a fastball, you would, slice the swipe really quick with the stylus. And then to the right there, you could even do a curveball by making a little loop-de-loop drawing. So just various ways to pitch. Obviously pretty underdeveloped. I didn't even really make graphics for this. And then just basically the D-pad would be how you would control the base runners. So very touchscreen heavy. But I don't know if we ever got anything like that on the DS. We might have. Hopefully we did. This is, oh god, this looks hideous. This is a very old, crappy render that I did of a boy in Animal Crossing. He's wearing a Bulborb hat, which is something that made it into the final video in text only. I referenced it. That I would redo that Bulborb hat. I like the idea of a Bulborb hat, but that looks a little crappy. I would redo that. Man, the old stubby Animal Crossing characters look like garbage compared to the new Leaf models. I can't even look at that anymore. So this is, maybe I shouldn't start with this one. Is there anything after? Well, so this is a boss model, a boss crab for a Yoshi game that I made. Well, I didn't make it. It's just concepts. But this is Cootie Crab. It's a brilliant name there. This is from March 10th of 2009. I love that I actually put the date on these, because otherwise I don't think I would have remembered. This is like her podium that she would stand on. Okay, so here's a little bit of a better peek. So I came up with this idea of a game called Yoshi's Egg, which was going to be like a marble rolling game using the tilting functionality of the Wii Remote. And so I was just kind of building a level here, trying to think of things that would make it difficult to like stay balanced. So you can see those spinning blue platforms on the right. Over there on the left, there's like some wiggly platforms. Where Yoshi's model is right now, there's a bunch of crabs that would attack you. There's more stuff with this, so we're probably going to see more Yoshi's Egg stuff. I didn't organize these image files well enough. So this is probably the oldest. How can I put this? This is the closest that I got to fully completing an idea, and it's also probably the oldest idea that I have that I almost completed. That made no sense, but hopefully you get what I mean. So this is a battle map for Mario Kart that I made. This was back in the Double Dash days. This is, I think I called this one Downtown Delfino. And the idea here was I wanted to make a Super Mario Sunshine themed battle map. And I would love for this to be a real battle map. I want to redo this. Someday, I want to make like a battle mode themed Mario Kart episode of Make Believe. And I'm definitely going to take this and totally remaster it, bring it up to date. But I love the idea how each little circular section is color themed, and it also is themed on having like one specific type of an object, like the lighthouse or the store or the water pump area. I'd probably redo a couple of those and make it more interesting, but I like that. And, and here we go. This is it during sunset. Look how amazing I am. Look at that. Day, sunset. Day, sunset. I don't even think... The lighting in this is terrible. There's no, like, real shadows happening there, but yeah, I like that. It doesn't look like I didn't really make those flags blow in the wind. Although the lighthouse one looks to be, so... But yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of that old battle map design. I want to redo that. Here's more of the work in progress for Cootie Crab's boss podium. You'd roll Yoshi's Egg up there and do battle with her. This isn't really well thought out. Like, I don't even think I don't even know if I was like envisioning how the battle would go. Here's more of the level. It's incomplete, obviously. I think there might be an image where there's a fountain in there somewhere. But yeah, it's just kind of, very... I tried to go with a stylized look for, like... I was trying to take, like, Yoshi's Island's style and bring it into, like, a 3D, level. Oh, that mirror, I think, played into the gameplay. So I guess Cootie Crab, to me, was, like, this ugly crab who thought she was, like, a queen and beautiful. And she has a mirror. I don't know if you can see it. But the mirror was going to be something with the gameplay. This is so old, guys. I don't even remember. This is me testing the reflections, I think, of the water. And here we go. So this is back to some Animal Crossing stuff. This is freaking old as dirt. This is like GameCube days, I think. This is a little... I don't even know if I should be showing this for some reasons, but... This is a fishing shop on your beach. I wonder if maybe this will be completely redone and put in an episode of Make Believe. I don't know. Let's move on. Here is so this is Wario's Woods concept that I had for WiiWare. This is a weird screenshot though, so we're gonna move on from that because I know there's a lot of other ones. It's just more work in progress there. Hey, this is the first time I tried to make a 3D tree in the Animal Crossing world. So you might not realize it, but some of the like simplest stuff to do when making that first episode of Animal Crossing Wii U Make Believe, some of the like just making a tree, taking an Animal Crossing tree and saying, all right, well, how do you make that fully 3D? That's more difficult than you might realize because you want to keep that kind of bulbousy look that they have. But yeah, like even in New Leaf, if you were to look, you can't pan the camera around those trees because Nintendo, for some reason, still only designs them to be like viewed from the perspective that you usually see them. So you can't really pan the camera around them. And that was one of the things I definitely wanted to be able to do in Make Believe. So I had to figure out how the heck does a 3D Animal Crossing tree look? And it's a little bit more tricky than you might think. And that is a rover model that I made. I didn't use that model. That's a really old model. This is an early design. I mean, you guys have pretty much seen this. Oh, actually, I might have removed those flags. If I did, I'm ashamed of myself. Those little flags from the... Oh, I replaced those with a different kind of flag. I don't know. Those were... I don't know. I'm having second thoughts about my decision to remove those flags. Kind of makes it look a little bit more grand. I don't know. No. This is a thwomp with a giant forehead. That's... We'll talk about that later. Hey, here's Luigi's Mansion for... The Wii, I don't know this is a really old one. Most of these are really old, so I probably sound like a broken record by this point. But yeah, this was made in the Wii days, maybe even earlier than that, 2005 probably. This was, I was really just having some fun making HD versions of the rooms in Luigi's Mansion, and unfortunately, this is the only one that I have images of anymore, but this particular image, you can see I was testing a flashlight effect. There's no flashlight there, it's just the light, so it just looks like it's coming out of the wall there, but I was testing shadows and, like doing that flashlight looking thing. And there's a Toad in there. I don't know why Toad is there. I guess he's just in there so I could see what a character model looked like, but that is the old parlor from Luigi's Mansion, but redone to be HD. Wow. I did nothing with that. There's some bump mapping on the floor there, too. Okay, here we go. So this is Wario's Woods. This, other than the first episode of Make Believe, this is the only other project that I've totally finished. And actually, this isn't even an official screenshot. Let's go for... Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to talk about Wario's Woods in a little bit. I should organize these images, but this is kind of the basic thing going on here. This particular image, I took all the monsters that I made, the little monster puzzle pieces, and I made them brighter in their colors so you could see them better. So that's me just testing that, because originally I felt like the puzzle pieces, you couldn't tell them apart as easy, so I messed with them there. But there's a whole bunch of... I fully 3D modeled the little weird monsters from Wario's Woods. We'll talk about that in a little bit. This is, again, this is actually me testing the grass for Animal Crossing Wii U. I think that looks kind of nice. Wouldn't it be neat if Animal Crossing had grass like that? And wouldn't it be neat if my computer wasn't a complete pile of crap and I could have rendered it like that? It would have been nice. Actually, I think... that grass is neat, but it needs a little bit more... It needs, like, splotches of different types of color. Like, if I could take splotches of, like, circular blobs of a lighter green and just speckle it out through the meadow there, that'd look pretty nice. Also, that's an early, crappier version of the house that I gave Bob in the final episode. So, you can see there, it's a very low polygon roof, whereas I eventually said, no, this is Wii U. The tiles need to be separate in full 3D, so I redid that. Here is I think this is all of the hot air balloons that I put in the final episode. Probably going to make more in the future, but there they are. You guys have seen those. These are Wario head blocks. Again, for the Wario's Woods thing. Kind of like those. Those are weird looking. Here we go. Okay, this is official. We're really going to talk about Wario's Woods. So I designed this as an April Fool's joke to trick people into thinking that this was coming to the WiiWare service back in the day. And I shared these with people in a chat room. I never go to chat rooms anymore. Not for this reason, just because I don't have the time and don't really care. But I think it was a Go Nintendo chat room or somewhere. I showed them this, and they leaked it. And so the whole internet thought these were real for a while until I finally was like, no, those aren't real. That was supposed to be an April Fool's joke, but a week ahead of time. So I love Wario's Woods. I first played it in Animal Crossing, oddly enough, and it's so fun. It's like the most fun puzzle game ever, in my opinion. You can really screw over your friends, and you get to play as a Toad, and you actually walk around in the stage area. And so I just came up with some concepts for it. This is me kind of looking back on this. I mean, I could do this so much better now. I mean, but I think I was probably thinking in terms of like WiiWare limitations. But I designed it to have different seasons, is basically how I changed up the stages. My original ideas for the gameplay were that you were going to use the Wii Remote, which was this new crazy thing, this Wii Remote. What? There's all sorts of things you can do with it. So I wanted to come up with unique power-ups that would take advantage of the unique capabilities of the Wii Remote. So here in the winter scene, you can see that player 1 is shaking their Wii Remote to cause a blizzard on player 2's side of the screen. And the harder and faster you shook it, you would freeze more of their puzzle pieces. So you can see some of them are frozen. And then they wouldn't be able to pick those up or move them until they de-thawed. So that's kind of a cute idea, I think. I still like that. That stood the test of time. And it's a little Mr. Blizzard power-up you can see there. The hollowed out stumps over there are where your power-ups would appear. This is an autumn scene. And again, another power-up is the Karibo boot. Or the Karibo shoe, but I designed it wrong because I put wings on it for some reason. But that would allow you to just smash through an entire row vertically of your puzzle pieces. So that would be very useful, actually. Player 1 has a music box from Super Mario Bros. 3. I don't remember what that did. Maybe I have an old text document that would say. So there's a power-up that is a paintbrush, and you would point at the screen, press A, and then you would scribble on your opponent's side of the screen for a limited amount of time to block their view so they wouldn't be able to see. Also, this is supposed to be spring. I went with some really weird colors here. I don't know. Do I like this? I think I still like the strange color scheme I went with. I don't know anything about pink grass, though, or yellow sky. This is like the end of the world is happening, but they're playing Wario's Woods. Everything's going weird. What else is interesting in here? Oh, I had this other idea where you were going to be able to customize your Toad. So Toad to the right there is wearing some thick purple glasses. He's got a purple color scheme. Toad to the left has these stars on his head. Kind of, I guess, reminiscent of the original Toad in Super Mario Galaxy, that tech demo that Nintendo showed at E3. Toads had stars on their heads. It's craziness. So here's another render of the... Oh, actually, we get a better view of things. You can see I got some 2D flowers there, little paper-like flowers. And Yoshi's on the egg there. So I think that's everything. I've probably got more stuff somewhere else, but this is really long. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be. But it's the middle of the night. I wanted to say thank you. You guys are incredible. Like, seriously, I did not think the first episode was going to be as successful as it has been, and it keeps getting more and more views at a great pace, and you guys are sharing it, and I just wanted to say thank you. And so hopefully this little view through some of my junk, that sounded really dirty, through some of my old projects has been worth watching. So I plan on doing a lot more episodes. No more in this month, because what we're going to be doing right now is preparing for a whole week of Christmas stuff. We're going to do a Christmas week. So we're filming for that. And it's going to be fun. So keep it locked right here to the BitBlock. I'm going to be doing 3 episodes of Make Believe in January. That is my goal. One of them is going to be kind of a mini episode, but still. So yeah, thank you guys. I mean, you guys are amazing. And I'm really, really appreciative towards all your support.